Software main window. In the upper left corner of the screen you can see the company logo is chosen in the company management screen. Below the logo is the system time. On the top part of the left panel, the user communication area is displayed. Connected users appear blue. Clicking on a user will open a chat window with that user. Clicking on the menu icon will open the pop-up menu. Clicking Team Chat will open a chat window with the specific team in which the user is defined. Marking the All checkbox will open a group chat window with all the users in the system. Chat window. At the top of the window is the name of the user with whom the chat is being run. In Team Chat, the team name and the team members list will appear. The middle section of the message window shows messages sent and received from users. At the bottom of the window you can enter messages in the text box and send with the send button or the enter key. To view the message history with the same user or group, you can select the View History checkbox. In the middle of the panel you can view the list of last tasks that users have worked on over the last 5 minutes. Only when the system is set to auto-tracking and after windows are associated with a task can the task appear in this tracking window. If a task is set as the primary task, it will appear in green. You can unset the primary task from tracking by clicking the right mouse button on the task and selecting Remove from Primary Task. In the bottom of the panel you can see the general overview. Number of users added to the system, number of projects, total number of tasks for all projects, number of open tasks, number of closed tasks, number of open bugs, and a number of closed bugs. In the upper right corner of the screen is the Login and Notifications panel. To disconnect from the system you can click the Disconnect button. The login window will appear with the user list and password enter field. You can enable auto login to the system, and it's recommended that you enable it for workstations where the users use the system with the tracking option enabled. To reconnect you must enter a password and click the Connect button. Unread messages such as messages sent from other users or system messages appear on the envelope with an indicator showing the number of unread messages. Clicking on the envelope will open the list of users from whom a message has not been read yet. Clicking on the user name will open the chat window to view unread messages. To close the main window and run the program in the background, you can press the X button on the top right corner of the screen. The software will continue to work in the background and will pop up Windows connection messages for tasks as needed, and monitor the work time on the various windows when the tracking system is enabled. To return to the main Windows screen you can right-click on the software icon on the taskbar and select Open Main Screen. Users with the software close permission can choose the Close Application button. Task Connection window. This window appears when the tracking system option is enabled plus the option show a connection window for tasks. At the top of the window you can see the name of the window that the system recognized that we were working on. To connect the window to the task, choose to filter the search by selecting a client, project, sprint and task or bug to view and select the task or bug to which we want to connect the window. Tasks and bugs shows on that list are based on the permissions the user have. Clicking Connect will link the window to the task. From that moment, the system will automatically record the work time on the associated window and update the progress status of the task. You can see the progress status recorded for each task on the different tracking screens. Each time the user returns to the same window, the system will continue to record and update the progress of the task. Note that the task connection window will not appear if the window has already been connected to the task. You can connect different windows from the same program to multiple tasks. For example, linking a Word document window to a task will not prevent a different Word window from connecting to a different or the same task. You can make a window connection to the task a one-time connection so that the system will associate the time in the window with the task, but the next time the user returns to the same window, the connection window for the task will appear again. You can also set the task as a primary task, so that each window opened from that moment onwards will be considered as work on the task and update its status accordingly. When a primary task is set, task connection windows won't pop up. You can ignore a window so that when you return to this window, the task connection window will not appear. You can also ignore a program so that, for example, You can determine that the browser is never connected to tasks, and for the system to ignore it and not pop up the task connection window each time they open the browser. Pressing the Do Nothing button or pressing the X button at the top of the screen will close the connection window without any action. You can edit window connections to tasks in the window ignore lists by using the Managing tab in the Windows Management view. You can pop up and change a connected window or connect a new window to a task by clicking the left mouse button on the software icon in the system tray. You can assign an unlimited number of windows to a task. When task status changes to closed by dragging to the closed column on the taskboard screen, all the windows that are connected to the task are automatically disconnected, and when the user will return to one of the previously connected windows, the task connection window will pop up again to make a new connection.